young chillin', a YouTube internet media villain. Can't be what you want her to be. She's a baby-faced heel on the first
SmackDown for June 27th. The go-home show for Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Cody Rhodes opened the show and Randy Orton comes out behind him. They sell the match for King of the Ring, which is the following night on Saturday. Jimmy Uso takes on and loses to JC Mateo, and then JC Mateo and Solo attack him, but Jacob Fatu comes and makes the save. Zelina Vega, she loses her U.S. championship to the new Julia. She's now the new champion. After that, we have Jade Cargill and Asuka selling their match for Night of Champions. Naomi comes out and she causes Cargill and Asuka to fight. Following that, DIY loses to Andrade and Rey Fenix. R-Truth comes out and he calls out John Cena, but he's attacked and knocked out by Aleister Black. Then we have the Tag Team Championship match between the Street Profits and the Wyatt Six, which is Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, but it ends up in a DQ because all the tag teams from the back come out and attack the Wyatts. Following that, we have the Women's Championship match, Nia Jax versus the champion, Tiffany Stratton, in a last woman standing match, and Tiffany wins. Naomi tries to come out and cash in her Money in the Bank, but she fails. Then we have John Cena and CM Punk face off before Night of Champions. Punk is dressed like an old school John Cena and rap roasts him pretty good. He got his lick back for what happened last week. Saturday night we have the Night of Champions, June 28th. In a nutshell, Cody Rhodes defeats Randy Orton for King of the Ring. Sami Zayn defeats Karrion Kross. Jacob Fatu loses to Solo Sikoa and loses his championship thanks to the interference of the returning Tonga Loa and the debut of Hakulo. Rhea Ripley takes on Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight and she wins. Jade Cargill defeats Asuka to become the Queen of the Ring. And then we have the main event, John Cena versus CM Punk, with their match. During the match, a referee gets knocked out, so Seth Rollins and his gang, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, who I will now forever call the Braun Brons, they come down. Let's see, also who came down? Oh yeah, Penta and Sami Zayn come down to fight with the Braun Brons outside the ring. Anywho, John Cena wins. Then we have Raw for June 30th. Rhea Ripley opens the show. Io Sky comes out and interrupts, and then they set their match for the championship at the next pay-per-view, which is Evolution. That's in about 2 weeks from now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the Tag Team Championship match between the Judgment Day and the New Day, and the New Day lost. So we have new tag champs, the Judgment Day. Well, actually not really new because they were tag team champs before. Following that, we have Rusev. He defeats Sheamus. Then we have Gunther cutting a promo. Seth Rollins comes out, and then CM Punk comes out. They have a back and forth. CM Punk and Rollins, they fight. Somehow CM hits Gunther, and Rollins, he runs while they're fighting, but he runs right into LA Knight in the crowd and gets his ass whooped. Then we have a number one contender match between Bayley versus Lycaria. It ended in a draw, which is something I hadn't seen in the WWE in a long time, an old-fashioned draw. Backstage, Sami Zayn is attacked by Karrion Kross. He has to have his ribs taped up before their match. Well, I should say his match, along with his tag partner Penta. They're taking on the Braun Brons. And of course, the Braun Brons down the Brown Browns, I should say, with a chair. And that's this week in wrestling.
Honestly, everything feels a little slow and just agitating to me, because I don't think they fully know what they want to do with a lot of people, and they're just pushing certain storylines around in the sand, trying to hope something sticks. But I digress. The Solo Solo winning his championship now. I can see that pushing Jacob farther and farther into hating Solo's guts. And also moving him towards the bloodline, the original bloodline.
Right. Instead of this is now what? Bloodline 3.0.
Yes. But I think they could have did way more with Jacob holding the thing than they did, to show him more as a monster, but they didn't. But I digress. Maybe they didn't know how to play him or how to use him to his full ability, even though we all know he's really good at being a wrestler. But what is his the New Day. I called it. The New Day were just placeholders.
Yep.
And it's like, what was the point of them turning on Biggie just for y'all to do nothing with them? They did nothing. They had a small feud. The feud ended immediately. There is nothing going on. I still say them beefing with the Wyatt Six would have done wonders. And it would have made a lot of sense, especially what the Wyatt Six was doing at the time. Their whole family aspect. And for them not to use that just feels like a slap in the face. Because, once again, I say, I don't think they know how to utilize black wrestlers. Because they're doing the same thing to the Street Profits. They're not using the Street Profits to their full potential. Not to mention, the one match the Street Profits had, that was like a three group tag match. That was a really good match. They could have used that on a pay-per-view, but they chose not to. I don't think they know what to do with these wrestlers, even though they're really good. Okay. Female wrestling. I don't like how the crowd in that one country was acting towards Naomi.
You mean Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. I did not appreciate that in the slightest. They booed her like she was the most disgusting person to come out there. And they didn't seem happy when Jade Cargill came out there either. And it's like, I feel like this is more racially motivated. Because they were so excited to see Rhea Ripley. Which is so weird to me. Because Rhea doesn't really have much going for her at the moment to make her so enticing.
So because they didn't like who you liked?
No, this happens every time.
They have a racial thing to it?
No, but it happens every time. Last year they did the same thing when it was Bianca, and they kept doing this. If you look back on some of the years they go to Saudi Arabia, they get very, like, booey or very quiet when any of the females, or black females specifically, wrestle. It's not like, you need to, like, pick up on it more, because I noticed it a lot, and I'm like, that's unsettling how creepy this gets. Or how, like, they're so forward to just be against these girls. The Judgment Day, gosh damn it, the Judgment Day. Raquel was being, I see what happened to Damian and Rhea is about to happen to Raquel and Liv. They're about to play the same storyline over again.
What, the same one between Bianca and Jade Cargill with the tag teams?
No. The same one they did last year for Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. With Rhea getting out injured and Damian still being there and slowly watching Finn Balor moving people into the Judgment Day. And not having much to do to stop it. Because it is the same exact thing. Just the difference here is the girls have the tag team championships. But if they do the same thing over again, I'm going to be very mad because we've already seen this before. We don't need this again. But if they do it again, I need to see somebody talking to Rhea. I need to see an apology from someone apologizing to Rhea, specifically Blondie. I need Blondie to apologize to Rhea and go, okay, I see what we did and it was messed up. Because they're doing the same thing to me. I need that. But the likelihood of us getting that is very low.
'Cause I don't